Hi everyone, good morning and welcome on The Grid. So today, without taking much of your time, we will dive into the business of the day ASAP. And obviously, we're going to be talking about possibilities of citizens' efficacy in transforming or impacting the society or the nation. I take that again, possibilities of citizens' efficacy in transforming or impacting the nation or society. And what this means that amidst waiting on the government to do this, so many things we think or we feel we know they are supposed to do. What can you do as a citizen? Is it possible for us to impact or bring in perspective to effect changes in the society or the nation? So we will dissect this into two parts. First part, we're going to be talking about impacting or transforming the society as an individual, and secondly, impacting or transforming the society as a group or as a community. And just to answer the question whether or not it's possible for a person that's an individual or group of persons or a community to effect changes and impact or transform a society, I'd like to answer yes. I believe it is very possible. It's okay for you to know that no one is asking you to ask God in this context, but what do they say about love for humanity again? It is simply looking for the good in people, treating everyone as equals, giving back to the community, showing compassion and care, and much more. That is love for humanity, and of course I know a lot of persons represent that 100%. So if you are financially capable to set up that bold project for that community, why not? If you're able to pull through scholarship for that person, why not? If you're able to pull through or empower that person, why not? Because at the end of the day, the idea is to put a smile on somebody's face and impact the society, transform the society, make it easy for people to survive, to live. That is what love for humanity represents. It is not about you. It is not about who sees you. It is not about who gives you the glory, the praises at the end of the day. It is about you being intentional, having an in-depth zeal, having an in-depth love within you to be able to help when you can, when you are capable, when you know there is a problem and there is a need to help someone. And like I said earlier, nobody is asking you to act God in this context, because you cannot possibly help everybody in the world. But the change we desire to see so much in the society we live in basically starts with you and I. I like to say time and action of passionate individuals have changed the course of history, considering the struggles and achievements of individuals such as Nelson Mandela, individuals like Martin Luther King, and lots of them. And need I remind you, you do not need to be famous to be able to bring in or make a difference in the society. There are so many NGOs, that are established now. There are so many NGOs and there are so many persons who aren't even public figures, you get, but they are impacting the society in very positive ways. So the idea of effecting changes in the society is something that has been going on. This is something people have been doing way back. People like Norman Borlaug, he dedicated his life to fighting hunger. People like Jonas Salk, he created vaccine for polio. People like Isaac Newton, he discovered the foundation of modern physics, and lots of them. So this is a way back phenomenon, and you're not supposed to feel discouraged why or not you're supposed to effect changes or impact on the society when there is government. So this takes us down to showing various ways which you as an individual or a citizen can contribute to making the society or perhaps the nation a better one. So we consider factors like civil engagement. Yes, this is concerned with voting. And it might seem as though we might never get it right when it comes to the aspect of elections. But the truth is, we aren't supposed to relent either. The more the people keeps voting, the more we're believing and hoping that someday we will get the right person that sees the vision of the people and understand the people. So in essence, we keep participating actively on elections until we are able to get the right persons that aligned or who aligns with the vision for the country. Another factor to consider is community involvement. This is concerned with volunteering, You get involved with local NGOs that work on social issues like education, health, etc., and support community projects. Another factor to consider is education awareness. Educate yourself and educate others within your communities about their rights and responsibilities, as well as promoting critical thinking. Another factor to consider is supporting local economies. This simply means, supporting local businesses and artisans to boost economy, as well as creating jobs. So in essence, support entrepreneur. One thing you should also put into practice is trying to utilize social media for the positive impact of people in the community. This simply means using social media platforms to raise awareness by highlighting important issues, sharing positive stories, and mobilize support for causes, as well as holding leaders accountable. Another factor to consider is reporting corruption. Report corruption to relevant authorities or organizations that addresses corruption. Another factor to consider is promoting peace and tolerance. This simply means engaging or promoting dialogues that foster understanding and tolerance amongst different ethnic and religious groups. Another factor to consider is environmental responsibilities. This simply means adopting and promoting sustainable practices such as recycling and conservation of resources to address environmental challenges. Another factor to consider is health and well-being. Try to get involved or support initiatives that promote public health, such as vaccine drives and health education campaigns. Another factor to consider is mentorship and education. Try to offer guidance and support to young people in your community. Do this to help them professionally and academically. Then as a group of persons or a community, I like to list few points that you can contribute, or various ways that you can contribute to impact or effect changes in the society positively. And first on this list, we consider consumer pressure. So this simply means joining voices together and ensuring that it matches the marketing budget of even the biggest brands. And of course, they will want to protect their reputation and listen to the people. So this makes consumer pressure effective factor. Another factor to consider is corporate pressure. So this means anybody who has the potentials to pressure a company's investors, leaders, or even employees has the abilities to influence corporate behavior and ask for help for the people when need rises. Another factor to consider is political pressure. There are so many ways to influence the government and politicians to achieve results, and one of these is contacting local medias like newspapers, blogs, etc. Another means is political protests, or sending messages to politicians, and even campaigning for candidates. Once again, be actively involved in elections. And no matter how discouraging it might seem, it is not the best thing to relent. We keep pushing until we get the right representative who aligns with the vision of the country. Another factor is raising awareness. Exposing a problem is the first step to achieving results as a group of persons or as a community. You can't keep hiding these things, acting like, okay, it's not happening, trying to always adjust, trying to absorb. Exposing the problems with the use of social media platforms, hashtags, advocacy, because when lots of persons tend to use a particular hashtag on Twitter, Facebook, to pass a certain information, so many persons, it captivates so many persons' interest, and of course, you never can tell, they might just be a solution for it. So hashtag advocacy can play a vital role here. Another factor to consider is organizing. Organizing is a form of leadership. And so identifying, recruiting and developing skills helps others to become leaders and build a community's ability to control forces that affect it. Another factor to consider is donations. Try to participate in donations because this helps the donor to connect with a cause they are passionate about, as well as seeing the positive results or the good their money and services can add to the world. Another factor to consider is behavior change. So in this case, smart campaigns should use social network as proof platforms and engage more people than ever in behavioral change talk shows and even seminars, as well as using online review sites to challenge corporations. Another factor to consider is the non-violence direct action, the NVDA approach. So this means that a community or group of people can disrupt the work of companies or even governments or actors that causes harm to the society even without any form of violence. And of course, this non-violence direct action can raise the level of public debate, engage people and provoke action from those with the power to change the policy or the law. So I will conclude by saying that by taking these actions, be it as an individual or a community or group of persons, you can play a significant role by fostering positive change and contributing to the overall development of the society or even the country, Nigeria, amidst waiting on the government. So see you same time, same platform. My name is Eddie Naji, signing out.